from swag.org. Your information technology answers are here.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen Wynkoop and welcome to another edition of SWUG TV. And today we're talking with Laura Rose and a very interesting topic. And today's topic is how do you work with people that are net takers or that take more from the relationship than what they are giving into the relationship. And I want to talk about how to handle that in the office and workplace. So welcome to the show, Laura.
Thank you, Steve.
So talk to me about, I want you to first start off with maybe an example of what this would be, and then we'll talk about how we can work with it.
Well, in the business and entrepreneur environment, a net taker would be somebody that has a small business and you have a complementary small business and you would give them or refer them clients, and would say, oh, my client needs this kind of job and you're perfect for this job, and they would refer their client to you and that person would make money, but that person refuses to reciprocate. They rarely give you referrals or give you clients. So in the business environment, in the corporate environment, it works the same way. Perhaps you know of a coworker or a friend that really needs some jobs in this particular area, and when you come across a manager talking about an upcoming project, you would put this person's name in the hat and we continually promote and support this person, but there's no reciprocation involved. And perhaps you've talked to your friend and say, hey, I've been giving you, forwarding these projects to you, and I would appreciate the same kind of reciprocation, the same consideration. And perhaps this person doesn't mean anything negative about it. They just might say, oh, my principle is that I don't like the I wash your back, you wash my back type of philosophy. So they may read it that way, and they say, in my mind, I really appreciate all the projects and compliments you've given me. They may even give the customer comments and stuff towards me, but I'm not the type of person that will reciprocate.
So what do? Do you find somebody else to work with, or how do you deal with that?
Well, a couple of scenarios is, first and foremost, I want to keep my client or my department's benefit in focus. So if this person, I'll call, person B, the person that doesn't reciprocate very much, if he or she is the best person for my client at this time, I will probably continue to forward, the work to them, because I want my client to get the best they possibly can. And that actually looks better for me if my client is totally satisfied, right? And if person B is the person that can do that for me, I will use them in that arena. But in the meantime, I will look for somebody else that has the same talents and qualifications that person B is. And then start networking and building a relationship, for instance, with person C. And then once I'm comfortable with my relationship with person C, I may start to refer my projects and my co-workers to person C instead of person B.
Right.
I would even take the next step and say, hey, person B, you and I have been friends for a long time. I really appreciate and I'm sensitive to your principles. I don't want to influence them. I don't want to step on your toes. But I also have some business goals for myself, and I wonder if you can help me in my business goals. I'm looking for somebody with your talent, the caliber of your dedication, but somebody that is open to reciprocation. Do you know of anybody in your circle of friends or co-workers or departments that's very similar to you but would be open to reciprocation? And that way you're giving them a heads up. Hey kiddo, I'm looking for somebody to replace you.
Right. Warning, warning, warning. Hope you've enjoyed it, because it's almost over.
It's almost over. I don't want to change your mind, but this is what I really want to do with somebody that's willing to do this with me.
Right, right. I'm listening to this and I'm thinking to myself, you should also be kind of watching yourself to make sure you're not that net taker. You should be kind of, I know there are a lot of people that are far better at networking than I will ever be. And I go out of my way to try to send things their way, but you need to be aware of the kind of lopsidedness sometimes of these relationships and acknowledge it. I've found if I can talk about it, so I've got a couple people that come to mind that are just amazing networkers. I mean, just always thinking about us and helping us out and doing things for us. And so I go out of my way to, I mean, worst case, you could take them to lunch and buy them a hamburger someplace and say thanks. Best case, you send business their way. So just be aware of it in yourself too. I think I never really thought about it like that until I was listening, and you should be kind of with the eye out on yourself as well.
Exactly, and you hit the nail on the head. It's simply showing appreciation for what they're doing.
Right.
Is a big step towards that reciprocation.
Yep. And this is, you mentioned early on, this is in the office as well. So,
yes.
If you're just constantly giving somebody else projects, or you're kind of patting them on the back in meetings, or helping them with their stuff at work, it should go the other way too. I mean, it's easy just to say thanks and acknowledge.
Right. So. And perhaps you have given them letters of accommodations, and you copied your manager and their managers on those letters and thanking them for their help on certain projects, and maybe they never reciprocate on that. There's nothing wrong to say, hey, could you, they may tell you in person, hey, I really appreciate your help with Project B. Turn around and say, oh, great, could you actually write me a thank you note and copy my manager on it? Just ask for what you want.
Right. And
then find out how they feel about it. If they're like person B and say, oh, I feel uncomfortable doing that, then well, maybe I need to look for somebody else to collaborate with in the future.
Very true. Great advice. Good stuff. Well, as always, thank you very much for being on the show, and we certainly look forward to next time and the next ideas and tips from you.
Great.
Thanks, Laura.